We are still on the laws of indices, and we are asked to simplify the following questions. We have 5y times 4y raised to power 4. We start with that. 5y times 4y raised to power 4. There are many questions here. We are going to solve all of them. We start with 5y times 4y raised to power 4. Okay, so we will first split this. By splitting this, now this is 5 times y times 4 times y raised to power 4. Okay, now this will be equal to, by separating them, you're having 5 times 4 times y raised to power 4. Okay, so you look at that, you see that this y here is raised to the power of 1. Abi? So this now will be equals to 5 times 4 will give you 20 times this. Now you apply multiplication of indices here, that is y raised to power 1 plus 4. Alright, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So this will be equal to 20y raised to power 20y raised to power 5. Okay, 20y raised to power 5. Okay, so this is 5 times 4 times y raised to power 1 times y raised to power 4. That will give you 20y times you see that this, we added the powers. Adding the powers is 1 plus 4, that is 20 times y raised to power 1 plus 4 gave us 20y raised to power 5. Final answer. Now we look at the next question. The next question, Roman figure 2. Okay, this is the next question. M raised to power 8 divided by m raised to power 5. That is it. That is m raised to power 8 divided by m raised to power 5. We are going to solve that now. So this is equals to m raised to power 8 all over m raised to power 5. Okay. Alright, so we are going to use division law of indices here. Apply the division law of indices. We subtract this power from this one. That is m raised to power 8 minus 5. That gives you m raised to power 3. Final answer. So you see there, we apply the division law of indices by subtracting the power of the divisor from that of the dividend. We had m raised to power 8 minus 5, which is equal to m raised to power 3. Now we look at the next question, Roman figure 3. The third question we have, okay, the third question we're having c raised to power 7 divided by c. This is it, c raised to power 7 divided by c. And this will be equal to c raised to power 7 all over c. And this one is raised to the power of 1. Okay, so now if I subtract this 1 from this 7, I'll be having c raised to power 7 minus 1, which is equals to c raised to power 6. Final answer, c raised to power 6. You see that I subtracted the power of the divisor from that of the dividend and had c raised to power 7 minus 1, which is c raised to power 6. C raised to power 6, final answer. Okay, let's look at the next question, Roman figure 4. Okay, so we're having 24x raised to power 6 divided by 8x raised to power 4. If I split them now, that's the question there. The question is there on the board. Power 4, 24x raised to power 6 all over 8x raised to power 4. So we have, this will be 24 times x raised to power 6 all over 8 times x raised to power 4. Okay, so if I split them, this is 24 over 8 times x raised to power 6 all over x raised to power 4. So 8 go here is 1, 8 going to 24 is 3. Okay, now apply the division of indices here. This will be equals to 3 divided by 1 gives us 3 times, subtract this from this, that is, you are subtracting the power of the divisor from that of the dividend, and you have 3 times x raised to power 6 minus 4, which gives us 3 times x raised to power 2. The final answer is 3x raised to power 2. Final answer. Okay, 3x raised to power 2. Alright, so we subtracted 4 from 6. We had 4 minus 6 minus 4 is 2. So give us 3x raised to power 2. Alright, so in figure 5 we're having 9 times 10 raised to power 9 divided by 3 times 10 raised to power 3. So if I split this, that is 9 over 3 times 10 raised to power 9 divided by 10 raised to power 3. Okay, by separating this, now you have 9 over 3 times 10 raised to power 9 over 10 raised to power 3. 3 can go into 3, you have 1. 3 going to 9 is 3. I'll apply the division law of indices here. and that will give us 3 times 10 raised to power, subtracting 3 from 9, that is 9 minus 3, and 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. So you have 3 times 10 raised to power 6. Final answer. Okay, so we have, remember the question is 9 times 10 raised to power 9 divided by 3 times 10 raised to power 3. So when I splitted them now, by separating them, this is 9 over 3 times 10 raised to power 9 over 10 raised to power 3. So I solved this such a way that the whole numbers will stay on its own, and that of the exponent will be on its own. Okay, so 3 going to 9 is 3. So you have 3 times, applying the division law of indices to this, we subtracted 3 from 9, subtracting the power of the divisor from that of the dividend, and you're having that is 10 raised to power 9 minus 3, which is this, and 9 minus 3 is 6. Your final answer is 3 times 10 raised to power 6. Okay, so we'll look at the next question there. Next question, which is Roman figure 6. Roman figure 6, there is 1 minus 4 all raised to power minus 2. We have 1 minus 4 all raised to power minus 2. Okay, so we know that 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So minus 3 raised to power minus 2. So this will be equals to, since the power is negative, you're having the reciprocal of minus 3 all raised to power 2. And minus 3 raised to power 2 is 9. Look at this. Minus 3 all raised to power 2 is equals to minus 3 times minus 3. And minus times minus is what? Is plus. And 3 times 3 gives you 9. Okay, so take note. So minus 3 raised to power 2 minus 3 raised to power 2 is 9. So I'm having 1 over 9 as my final answer. Okay, minus 3 all raised to power 2 is 9. So I'm having the reciprocal of 9. The reciprocal of 9 as my final answer. 1 over 9. Okay, let's look at the next one. Roman figure 7. Roman figure 7. Roman figure 7 is s raised to power 3 divided by s raised to power minus 5, which is this, s raised to power 3 over s raised to power minus 5. So I will then subtract this power from this one. I'm taking a common base, that is x raised to power 3. Subtracting this, the power is what? Is negative, abi? Negative 5. Subtract the whole of this from this. That will be minus 5. Okay? So I'm subtracting the whole of this, subtracting it from this one. So that is what? X raised to power 3 minus 5. Right? So take note. Take note, I'm subtracting this from this. And minus times minus is a plus. So this will be equals to x raised to power 3 plus 5. Okay, that will give me x raised to power 8. Right? Final answer, x raised to power of 8. Okay. Alright, so we look at the next question. The next question is a raised to power minus 9 divided by b raised to power 0 as Roman figure 8. This is it, Roman figure 8. A raised to power minus 9 divided by b raised to power 0. Okay. So a raised to power minus 9 is the same thing as the reciprocal of a raised to power 9. Okay. Divided by b raised to power 0 is 1. Okay. So this is equals to the reciprocal of a raised to power 9. This division changes to multiplication. Okay. That is times, and this one has a denominator of 1, isn't it? So that is something that's saying times 1 over 1, which will give you 1 over a raised to power 9. Final answer, 1 over a raised to power 9. So nothing changes there. So you have a raised to power minus 9 is the same thing as the reciprocal of a raised to power 9, and divided by b raised to power 0 is 1. The number is raised to power 0, that number is 1. So b raised to power 0 is equals to 1. And then if I change division to multiplication, changing my division to multiplication, that is, I have to take the reciprocal. That is, this one go up, this one come down. It's still the same thing as 1 over 1. If I multiply this, 1 over a raised to power 9 multiplied by 1 over 1 gives me 1 over a raised to power 9. Final answer, 1 over a raised to power 9. Okay. Alright, so the next question we're having 3x all raised to power minus 3. That is 3x all raised to power minus 3. Alright, let's do that. This will be equals to 3 times x all raised to power of minus 3. Okay. Alright, so this is something that's saying this minus 9 is the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 3 times x all raised to power 3. Okay. as the reciprocal of minus sign indicates the reciprocal of 3 times x all raised to power 3. So if I expand this now, I'll be having, by means of expansion, taking the power expansion of this, the power expansion of this is 3 raised to power 3 times x raised to power 3. That is 1 over 3 raised to power 3 times x raised to power of 3, which is equals to, that's equals to 1 all over 3 raised to power 3 is 27 times x raised to power 3 is this. So you have 27, 1 over 27 x raised to power 3, okay? So that is it. So this is the question. You have to split them. This is 3 times x all raised to power minus 3. And this minus here shows you the reciprocal, which is 1 all over 3 times x all raised to power of 3. And if you now take the product of powers, taking the product of powers, the power expansion, rather, the power expansion will be 3 raised to power 3 times x raised to power 3. That is this. 3 raised to power 3 is 27, x raised to power 3 is x raised to power 3. That is it. So 3 raised to power 3 is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. You're having 1 over 27 x raised to power 3. Alright, the next question is 9 e raised to power minus 5 times 4 e raised to power 6. Okay? We have 9 e raised to power minus 5 times 4 e raised to power of 6. So this now will give us, this will be 9 times e raised to power minus 5 times 4 times e raised to power of 6 is equals to 9 times 4 times e raised to power minus 5 times e raised to power of 6, okay, which is equal to 9 times 4 is 36, and then e raised to power minus 5 is 1 over e raised to power of 5 times e raised to power of 6, okay. Alright, so you're having 9 times 4, which is 36, and then e raised to power minus 5. This negative there shows you the reciprocal of e raised to power 5. So 1 times e raised to power 6 will give you e raised to power 6. So I'm having 36 times e raised to power 6 over e raised to power 5. Okay, that's 36 times e raised to power 6 over e raised to power 5. Then I will then subtract this from this. So that will be 36 times e raised to power, subtracting power 5 from power 6, that is e raised to power 6 minus 5. This will give us 36 times e raised to power 1, which is 36 e. Final answer, 36 e. You see, this is 9 times e raised to power minus 5 times 4 times e raised to power 6. Okay, when I splitted them, there will be 9 times 4 times e raised to power minus 5 times e raised to power of 6. So now minus 5 plus 6, I have to add the powers. Or no, not adding the powers necessarily. But if you still apply multiplication of indices here, it will work. So we had 9 times 4 times e raised to power minus 5 times e raised to power 6. Now take the reciprocal of this. Since you have e raised to power minus 5, it's the same thing as what? The reciprocal of e raised to power 5 multiplied by e raised to power 6. Okay? So if I multiply it now, 1 times e raised to power 6 gives me what? E raised to power 6 all over e raised to power 5. So I will subtract 5 from 6, and then I'll be having, subtracting this from this, applying division of indices here. You're having 36 times e raised to power 6 minus 5. That is 36 times e raised to power 1, which is 36a. Now there's another method of solving this. You say, or if I'm having 9a raised to power minus 5 times 4e raised to power 6, right? That will be equals to 9 times e raised to power minus 5 times 4 times e raised to power 6. Alright? This will give me 9 times 4 times e raised to power minus 5 times e raised to power 6. So I'll apply multiplication of indices there. So 9 times 4 is 36 times, I will add the powers. I'm adding the powers, I'm having a raised to power minus 5 plus 6. And minus 5 plus 6 is what? 1, isn't it? And minus 5 plus 6 is plus 1. So that will give me, so this will give me 36 times a raised to power 1 which is 36a. Alright, the same thing, the same value. So if you're having 9 e raised to the power minus 5 times 4 e raised to the power 6, this is the same thing as 9 times e raised to the power minus 5 times 4 times e raised to the power 6. Okay, which is equal to 9 times 4 times e raised to the power. You just add the powers here. Multiplication of indices. That is e raised to the power minus 5 times e raised to the power 6, which will be 36 times e raised to the power minus 5 plus 6. So by adding the powers now, 9 times 4 is 36, right? Then adding the powers, minus 5 plus 6 is what? Is plus 1. Minus 5 plus 6 is 1. The same thing as saying plus 6 minus 5, which is 1. Okay? So the answer is 1. So this is 36 e raised to the power 1, which is 36a. Alright? So the question continues. We have 5x raised to the power 2 times 4x raised to the power 0 times 2x raised to the power minus 6. So this is equal to 5 times x raised to the power 2 times 4 times x raised to the power 0 times 2 times x raised to the power minus 6. Okay, so by separating this now, this will be equals to 5 times 4 times 2 times x raised to the power 2 times x raised to the power 0 times x raised to the power minus 6. Okay, so this will be equal to 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 2 gives me 22. And it's 22 times x raised to the power, add the powers, that is 2 plus 0 plus minus 6, right? So added the powers 2 plus 0 plus minus 6, and then this will give me 22 times x raised to the power, plus times minus is minus, that is 2 plus 0 minus 6. This will give me 22 times x raised to the power, 2 plus 0 is 2, 2 minus 6 is minus 4. That is 22 times 1 over x raised to the power of 4, right? Because this negative power, the negative sign there shows you it is a reciprocal, right? So this minus now will be the reciprocal of x raised to the power 4, which will be equal to 22 multiplied by this multiplied by 1, 22 over x raised to the power 4, final answer. So final answer is 22 over x raised to the power 4. 22 over x raised to the power 4. Okay, so you multiply 22 times 1, you have 22 all over x raised to the power 4. That's the denominator. Alright, so the last aspect of these questions, the last aspect, which is Roman figure 12. Roman figure 12 is 15 times 10 raised to the power 4 divided by 3 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. This is it, 15 times 10 raised to the power 4 divided by 3 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. Now this will be equal to 15 times 10 raised to the power 4 all over 3 times 10 raised to the power minus 2 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. Okay, so if I split this now, by splitting this, separating them, I'm having 15 over 3 times 10 raised to the power 4 over 10 raised to the power minus 2. Okay, that is 15 over 3 times 10 raised to the power 4 over 10 raised to the power minus 2. That will give us, you know that 3 going to 3 is 1, and 3 going to 15 is 5. Alright, so this is 5 times, I'll subtract this minus 2 from this. I'll subtract the whole of minus 2. The whole of minus 2, I'll subtract it from 4. So this is times 10 raised to the power 4 minus 2. Okay? Okay? So I subtract that. Are you seeing that? Right? So you see that I subtracted minus 2 from 4. Right? So that is 10 raised to the power 4, this 4 here, minus this minus 2. Okay? And close this in a bracket. So this will be equal to, that will be equals to 5 times 10 raised to the power minus times minus. Minus times minus is plus. So I'm having 4 plus 2. The final answer will be 5 times 10 raised to the power. 4 plus 2 is 6. 10 raised to the power 6. Final answer. Okay, so that was what I did. Please observe carefully. We're having 15 times 10 raised to the power 4 divided by 3 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. So that is, I'm arranging it in form of a fraction. That's 15 times 10 raised to the power 4 all over 3 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. So I splitted them, and I have 15 all over 3 times 10 raised to the power 4 all over 10 raised to the power minus 2. So 3 going to 3 is 1, and 3 going to 15 is 5. So I applied division law of indices here by minusing this 20, minus 2, sorry, this minus 2. So subtract this minus 2 from 4. Subtract minus 2 from 4. That would be 10 raised to the power 4 minus, open bracket, minus 2. So this should be in the bracket, minus 2. And minus times minus is plus. That is 4 plus 2. Mind you, take note, I did not write 10 raised to the power 4 minus 2. That is not it. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. I wrote 10 raised to the power 4 minus 2. Why? This one has its own negative sign, and they said you should subtract this from this. Subtracting the whole of this from this. So this is it. This is the correct thing, not this. Okay? Alright. So this is 5 times 10 raised to the power minus times minus is a plus. That will be 4 plus 2 give us 6. And it's 5 times 10 raised to the power 6. Alright, thank you. Thank you. This is Mathematics Made Easy by Prosper Nnodi. Please do not forget, I also solve questions of physics. Physics Made Easy by Prosper Nnodi. Please do well to like and share the video, subscribe for more interesting educative video like this. Thank you.